from Sanjha TV ਅੱਜ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਫਿਲਮ ਮੇਕਰ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਫਿਲਮਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਬਣ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ 6 ਫਿਲਮਾਂ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੋਸਟਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਖਾ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੜੀ ਜਨਤਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫਿਲਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿਡ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊਡ ਸਮ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਐਕਟਰਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰਸ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਬੜੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਇੰਡੋ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ ਮੂਵੀ ਮੇਕਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਰਟ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਦਵਿੰਦਰ ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਸਾਂਝਾ TV ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ a very important person who organizes all these film festivals and especially Crazy8, Paul Armstrong. Paul Armstrong, good evening, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Paul, I can see the place getting full. How much efforts has it taken to organize all this?
You can't even imagine how much effort it takes. Well, we started 6 months ago getting applications, almost 200 people applying to make it to this night where they can show their films. Only 6 get selected out of almost 200 applications. So it's a 6 months process of whittling down the applicants all the way down to the final 6 tonight. So it's a lot of work making the films and putting on the biggest film event of the year.
So Paul, next year, if we wanted to get more people involved, like say from the Surrey area, from other areas and other communities, what would be your message to them? What's the procedure? How should they get started for next year?
All they have to do is apply. We take applicants from all over BC and we film in the lower mainland. So we actually did film some of the films in Surrey and other outlying municipalities, Langley, Coquitlam, Delta, North Van, Burnaby. So we're often all over Greater Vancouver when we film. So anyone is eligible as long as they're a BC resident and are filming in Greater Vancouver.
So how many entries did you entertain when you started the selection?
We had almost over 180 this year, and then we narrowed it down to 40 that pitched in person, and then down to 12 that wrote their script, and then the final 6 that are here tonight.
Paul, what's the procedure? What do they get from step 1? They do get all the sponsors that you have, like Creative BC and DGC people giving their equipment. Do they also get cash? And so just in the layman language, if I was to shoot a film with you and you chose me, what will be the steps and what kind of a help do I get?
So the teams get $1,000 in cash, $800 in up front to make their film, $200 on delivery of their paperwork, and then another $500 from Creative BC for film festival entries. But they also get all sorts of equipment. They get camera gear, post-production, casting, insurance, almost everything they need to make their film.
All those who have made these films, what do they have up here? Like, what are they thinking? What will be my future? Or where am I going after showing these 8 beautiful films here?
Well, they have goals of making feature films. One filmmaker from a couple years ago is now directing episodic TV. She's directing for Supergirl and The Magician, so she's directing episodic TV. So that's another goal these filmmakers have, to direct TV or to make their feature films or web series.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't keep Paul in front of the camera for too long. He's a very busy person. But we will be talking to all the film producers and directors at the Science World.
That's right, yeah.
That's where the red carpet is. So we will be right back. Stay tuned to channel 2424 on Telus. Thank you. One of the films that's being shown at Crazy8 on the big screen is Unkept. And I have a small crew of that big movie, and here's the leading star of that movie, the producers and all the rest of them. Can you introduce and talk about your film a bit, please?
I'm Michael, the director and co-writer. This is Yuvraj, he's our lead. Pavan, he's the co-writer and producer. And then we have Catherine, our other producer. Yeah.
Pavan, if you can elaborate on the movie, when you started, how many days it took, and what kind of challenges you had to go through. The mic is yours.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we had 30 days in pre-production, 8 days to make the film, and shot in 3 days and edited in 5. So it's been quite a journey. And there's been a lot of, things that have happened. I mean, from the weather to so many other issues that we've had to overcome, but we did it. We're here.
And you can give us some of the background. What happened, and did they all treat you good?
Oh no, they treated us fantastic. We had to deal with snow, getting baseball teams, chasing daylight. Yeah, we shot this in a snowstorm. So
We did.
yeah, but we made it. We made it in 3 days and 5 days of editing.
And to our younger actor here, who is in the main lead, sir, can you tell us something about your movie?
Yeah, it's a very emotional story about this boy, Kamal. He loves baseball, he loves his mother, and it's an emotional pull from long hair to the modern boys. Yeah, it's a very emotional story.
Thank you. We heard a little bit from them, but we will see their movie and we'll know more about their movie, how well of a job they did. So we'll take you back in the theater. This is Dave taking you back in the cinema hall.
Look what Crazy8s has done in 20 years. What, 115 films or so on? That's a huge accomplishment. So I have no doubt that the next generation of filmmakers, represented a lot in this room tonight, are up to the task. So congratulations, have a good evening, have fun. And can I give a special shout out to Paul Armstrong, please? He's done so much. Thanks very much.
A lot can happen in 20 years, and a lot has happened with what was first the embryonic idea of Crazy8s. And I look around the room and I see a lot of people that have come through this. I'm pointing at you, Zach, that have really launched their careers coming out of it. And it has been so important for us to be able to get a leg up, to be able to build our industry, not just from the service perspective, but actually developing our own stories, shooting our own movies. And that's what it's all about. And that's what this room is here to celebrate tonight. Am I right?
Now, we have seen 6 films that were made under the banner of Crazy8. One of the film that was called Hatch. I got some people that are involved in that. Can you tell me about the film first? Who you are and what part did you play in it?
Yeah, I'm Heather Perluzzo. I'm the writer and director of Hatch, which is the story of a woman who suffers a miscarriage, finding an alien egg in her backyard that she adopts as her own. And
I'm Robin. I'm the producer of Hatch. My role for this one was just basically supporting Heather's vision. It's such a beautiful story, and I'm super honored to have had the chance to produce this film. And it was an honor working with Heather, and yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed it.
In your budget, how much did the egg cost?
the egg?
The egg was actually $0. We actually got a sponsorship from the great guys at Fibertech.
Yes.
And our special effects artists just put everything together. It was amazing. We had like 4 different eggs.
And who was the alien being operated with hand, or was that? It was a puppet.
And a little bit of VFX for the eye to blink. We took out the rods that the puppeteer was using and all that. But props to Randy Edmondson, our puppeteer, who designed it, who operated it. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
What was your experience through the whole movie? I'm sure 8 days were very, very hard work. But your overall experience with your movie?
Well, just from the pitching to post-production, it's been a whirlwind of like trying to keep up with all the expectations, and it's really turned out amazing, and we couldn't have done it without the help of the Crazy8s producing team, so we're pretty honored about that.
And what's your message to the new filmmakers who want to come in and make one of their Crazy8 movie next year?
Just do it, because you never know. Both Heather and I worked on a Crazy8 last year on Small Fish, and we didn't know that we'll be in this position today. So just do it, you never know, and just tell a story that you actually want to tell.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Thank you, guys. If you want to watch your interview, watch it on Telus, channel 2424.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Already.
so much. It was great.
Thank you, guys. I saw them in the theater. They were watching the films. Now, did you watch all the 6 shots?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Now, out of the 6, which one was your best one?
Ooh. I'm going to swear. No, I'm not. But that's a hard question, because a lot of these are friends of mine that do these shows. But Idols Never Die. It had me howling.
Okay. And yours was?
You know, I have to be completely honest and say that I loved each and every one for a different reason. I think they all had a great story to tell, and they really spoke. In fact, I've been to the Crazy8s a few times over the past years, and this was by far my favorite.
If you ever got a chance, if Paul Armstrong or Paul, the organizer, if you were given a chance to make a short film, what topic would you choose after you have seen all the six films?
That's a great idea. So I think I would do something that told a story that is close to my heart, which I shouldn't say yet because it might be up and coming. But I do think when you base something on personal experience, I mean, there's nothing like that raw, authentic truth, and then it shows in film.
Would you work as a producer, or would you rather be in front of the camera?
In front of the camera, yeah.
And you, sir, what would be your choice if you were chosen by Paul to do the next, or out of, I think they had about 180 entries this time, and out of that, six were chosen. Now, if you were chosen out of the 6 next year, what sort of a film would you make? Would you direct, would you produce, or would you rather act?
Well, I know I look like I'm part of the crew, but I'm actually an actor. It's just a wonderful thing. But I have always wanted to do a film where I play my own twin.
I have two people from the makeup team. Now, you girls look beautiful yourself, so I'm sure you made the actors look beautiful and wonderful.
Yeah, we most definitely did. We have our key artist, Julie, here.
And my assistant here, Miel. And yeah, we helped Jerome for his movie to create the makeup looks. Yeah.
Now, when they hire you for makeup for these short films, do you do this free or voluntary work just to get some credits? Your name in the credit, or do you charge them?
Oh no, this is all volunteer. Yeah, we were not paid.
Yeah, for this this specifically, it's more about like a passion project, so about us coming together collectively making something really inspiring. So more than happy to do that free of charge.
But during the makeup and watching the film being made, does it raise some interest of you making the movie next year?
Most definitely.
Yeah, probably going to be a part of the Crazy8s again.
Yeah.
Yep. It was really fun.
Because it's easy to enter with your script, so you have a whole year to come up with a wonderful script, and then you can do a presentation.
Yeah, most definitely. It's like this event is the first time that I think we're both being here, and it's amazing. We had no idea it was this big, and that there are so many people sharing different like productions all at once, and it's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
I will be part of it as well for next year. Yeah.
And if you're chosen, would you be behind the camera or in front of the camera?
Behind the camera.
Behind.
For sure. I don't like cameras.
Well, if I was the producer, I would make you work in front of the camera.
Thank you.
That's sweet.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. From Sanjha TV, and today we are down here at BC Science World, and 6 movies were shown. They were under Crazy8. Now this movie, the people who are involved in this movie, I got them here side by side. Can you tell my audiences who you are and what part did you play?
Sure. Hi, I'm Anisha Chima and I play Morgan.
You're Morgan.
Morgan.
And you?
I'm Parma Sahat and I played Olivia.
Okay, you can come a bit closer. Now, tell me about the experience that you had in this film. First of all, would you do it again?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was very crazy, as people say. Not a ton of sleep, but it was super fun. And yeah, it was just a really great experience. I would definitely do it again, yeah.
And what sort of experience would you tell people about yours?
Definitely, like Parma said, definitely crazy, but it was honestly like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The people I met, the cast, the crew, like working with Nessa and the producers in Sterling was so amazing, and I learned so much.
Okay, now next year, people who are wanting to come down and make a film, what's your message to them? What should they do?
I mean, I don't know if I'm the right person to be giving that advice because I'm not a filmmaker, just an actor. But I would say have fun because it's short and it'll be over before you know it. So, yeah.
If I was a producer and I was producing a Bollywood movie, would you be working with me?
Oh my God, of course. I love Bollywood. I grew up watching Bollywood with my mom, so I would love to be in a Bollywood film. So let's do it, yeah. You just tell me where and when.
All right, girls, thank you so much for your time, and we will be seeing you around. We got 2 people that were involved in the movie selection. First, introduce yourself.
I'm Sam Spear.
Okay.
And I'm Kaylee Spear.
Now, you had about 180 entries in this film festival. First of all, how do you choose out of 180? Like, is that a tough job?
Yeah, so there was video pitches at the beginning where there was almost 200 video pitches that were put forward, and there was an original selection committee that narrowed it down to 40, and 40 people came in to do live pitches, and so we were part of the selection panel that saw the 40 live pitches, and so we and a group of other people narrowed it down to the top 12 out of that, and then they went away and they wrote their screenplays, and then they brought them back to us, and then we chose the top 6, and it was very difficult because there's such amazing talent here.
So do you like the selection you made?
Oh my goodness, the films are fantastic. We're so proud of each one of them. They're amazing.
Now, what will happen with these 6 that are chosen now? They have been screened. What's the next step for them?
Festivals for them, and I'm sure that these ones will have an excellent festival life because they are all such top-notch films. So festivals will be very happy to have them.
I have 2 people that were involved in The Mirror. This is the movie that they made, and now you ladies can come closer and we'll talk more. Now, how tough was this to complete these 8 days?
It certainly was a challenge. I mean, 8 days is no joke, and filming something even in 3 days and then doing 5 days of post-production, very, very hard, but couldn't have done it without the amazing crew and the cast and all of the effort that everyone put into it. Yeah.
Start to finish, starting in all the way in September to all our drafts, on all our writing process. We had people all along the way looking at each draft, giving us notes, and like it can't be undersold how many people are involved in just making a short film. It was huge, and everyone was so lovely, and so it's just so great.
I took the course for script supervisor, and I know their job, but director, man, did you sleep through these 8 days?
Yes, I had a wonderful team. I would lie down and I had the hours to sleep. I didn't maybe sleep as much as I would like to, but I think it's just you're super excited and you're a little nervous, and like maybe sleep is not as important right at that moment. But
if I came to you tomorrow and I said, look, I've seen your movie, I have the money, would you direct my film?
I mean, yes, I would.
A feature.
If you have a feature for me to direct, let's talk, man.
I'm fascinated what this feature is. I mean, for a man like yourself, it's going to be good. I can tell already.
Now, would you be in front of the camera or behind the camera?
So she actually is an actress as well, and so she is in front of the camera a lot. I hate being in front of the camera. This is very hard.
Yeah.
What message would you give to the newcomers next year, those who want to enter in this function?
It's an amazing opportunity. It's a lot of teamwork. Be appreciative of your team and know what you're getting into. Do your research and try your best to put together a team that really, really helps you do what you need to do.
Yeah, and I would say just do it. Like, if you have an idea and you're like, maybe just try, because you're not going to get better until you just keep trying and trying and trying and trying. And then you'll get it. You'll make it. Like, it's just practice like anything else.
In closing, just point to your poster. I got 2 ladies that I saw in the cinema hall, and they looked very familiar. So I had to go over and ask them, are you ladies twins? And guess what? They said, we are.
We are.
Now, would you introduce yourself first, and then we can... Yes.
My name is Joyce Robbins, and my sister and I appeared in a very small cameo, but we were so honored in the film Hatch.
And you, my dear?
And my name is Jacqueline Robbins, and everything she said after that, I agree 100%.
Now, what brought you ladies to this film festival? Are you a part of any films? You are.
My sister and I have been in this industry for 43 years, but we're from Calgary and we've moved to Vancouver. Paul Armstrong, one of the founders of Crazy8s, introduced us in 2006 to the film industry, the independent film industry in Vancouver. We have never tried to miss a Crazy8s, and we are extremely honored to either support it or be part of their filmmaking process.
We have also been in several of the Crazy8s films, but we told Paul, even if we were going to be playing a twig or a mushroom, we will do everything we can to support Crazy8s. We love being here.
Now, if you were to tell your experience to somebody who hasn't been in Crazy8, what's your last message to them?
My last message would be, it would be a law not to miss it. This is your entry level into filmmaking at a very, very short time. Crazy8s is 8 crazy days. We've seen the quality of productions in this particular festival better than $250 million productions in Hollywood made on stupid money with no story. These are made on a dental floss budget in 8 days. They are absolutely Oscar worthy. Please come, don't ever miss Crazy8s.
My advice advice is every single journey starts with one step. Don't be afraid to follow your dream and your passion. Take that first step. Pitch your idea to Crazy8s. The doors, what you never know when the doors and the windows will open wide to you. You will never regret it.
Now all three of us are going to make the gesture to sing, I'm watching you, okay?
Okay. Say 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yes. At 1, 2, 3. We have another talent. Now, the looks are not always, they're very deceiving. Now, you might think that she doesn't know Hindi songs. I will do my magic and immediately she will start singing a Hindi song. And go!
Bombay se ayo maine dost ko salam karo krat kot pio tena go alam karo samil ki nacho ka jtia boja bana Bombay se ayo maine dost ko salam karo krat kot pio tena go alam karo samil ki nacho ka
Wonderful. And would you, for the next one, can you play your guitar with it, please?
I can, but I don't know. I can't do that one in Hindi. I have to do that one in English. Beneath when the warmth under the sun it hits my bones and I'm lovely. I sashay to the right, but I'm undeniably in the left, in the quiet heat. Tippy tappy, show me you know how. Tippy tappy, tip to treat my heart and I'll allow. Heart and I'll allow you to be the fire in the dark, a crush in a spark, and I found the loving that burns my